Okay, so it is 11:36 and I'm going to call the meeting back to order. The public has been allowed to return. Councillor Phobes made the motion to return to open council meeting at 11:28. We've recessed briefly, and now that we're out of closed session, we have a couple of items from our discussion that we just need to bring into the open session. So, Councillor Penner.
Okay, I'll start. I'd make the motion that council extend an invitation to the chief elected officials of our urban municipalities within our boundaries determined by council to attend each rural municipality of Alberta convention with registration fee and accommodation paid by the county.
Okay, so we have that motion. Is there some discussion around that motion? Councillor McGee.
I'm sorry for semantics. I would prefer one instead of an when we say elected official of one urban municipality, just so there's some clarity there.
Would you take that as a friendly amendment, Councillor Penner?
I would.
Okay. Is there other discussion? Councillor Cunningham.
So I love the idea of collaboration, engagement, two-way communication, partnership with our urban neighbors. I just am having a little bit of a trouble justifying in my mind that we as Kneehill County will pay for our urban counterparts to attend. So that's just my concern with this motion.
Okay.
Not opposed to them coming, but just opposed to Kneehill County paying for it.
Okay, so as clarification, the discussion was that this is an opportunity for us as a county to build relationships and bridges with our urbans partners within our municipality, and that it will potentially serve us well going forward in the future in terms of negotiations if they have a better understanding of the things that we're dealing with as a county. So we felt inviting them to attend at RMA is one way to build bridges and to help them understand the issues that we're facing. Is that pretty well the gist of our conversation? Councillor Penner.
I guess this isn't something new. This is something that was done in previous councils and terms. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
Councillor McGee.
Just to reiterate what you said too, I also feel strongly this is money well spent, as we have several partnerships that really affect our residents that need to have a real clear understanding of the issues. And I'm thinking of emergency services as an example, our recreation. There's various things that we do work with the towns very well with, and we can have better agreements if they understand our position better, which I believe counties have a very different can of fish to deal with than do townships, and vice versa. And it's the more we can understand each other, the better those partnerships will work.
Okay, thank you. Any further discussion? Okay, we understand what we're doing and why. We understand that there will be some costs to us to do this, but potentially in the long run might be cost savings in our negotiations with our urban partners. So, if there's no further comment, I'm going to ask the question. All those in favor? Opposed? Motion is carried. Okay. Councillor McGee.
I need to own the fact that I was not clear on what I believed the motion was when we were at motion 297-22, as I thought we were giving permission to consider a third reading. I got that confused in my mind, and I apologize for that. And therefore, I'd like to move that the council reconsider motion 297/22 as per Kneehill County's procedural bylaw 1846. And again, my apologies to council for bringing this around the circle.
Okay, thank you for that. So we have a motion to reconsider motion 297/22. And the understanding being that there was some misunderstanding as to exactly what we would be voting on when we voted on that motion. Is there any further discussion around that motion? I don't see any. Okay, so I'm going to ask the question. We have a motion to reconsider. All those in favor? Okay, and that is carried unanimously, so thank you. Okay, so that takes us back to motion 297-22. So if we could go back to that motion, please, Ms. Vanderkoel. 297-22, which is where Councillor Christie moved that third reading be given to bylaw 1863. So that motion is now back on the table. And so we would now be debating third reading of bylaw 1863. Councillor McGee.
I need some more time to sort through some of the information, and so I would like to request a table this motion until next meeting. Did I word that correctly?
Yeah, I believe so. Okay, so we have a motion to table. There is no debate to a tabling motion. So we just need to take a vote. The motion reads, Councillor McGee move to table motion 297/22 until the next council meeting. Her desire is to have time to think about the process and what we're dealing with in that motion. All in favor? And that motion is carried unanimously. So thank you. So just to be clear now, we're not seeking additional information. We're just going to take time to contemplate the information that's been presented and make sure we know exactly what we're voting when we come back to the issue of bylaw 1863. Okay? All right. Okay. So where does that leave us? That leaves me lost in space. Okay, so the only other thing that we need to do now is to talk about next meeting, which we all know will be in October, and to adjourn. Mr. Hogan, sorry, am I missing something?
Only with with council's indulgence, you posed a question around Horseshoe Canyon parking earlier in the meeting.
Oh, yes, sorry.
I have received an answer for you, so if you
Okay.
want, I can give that to you, or or I can wait.
Thank you.
If you want the paid parking program wrapped up on September 5th, and then what we've slated is there'll be a report on the season at Horseshoe Canyon coming to you on the October 25th council meeting.
You said October 25th?
Yes.
Thank you for that. Okay. Since there's no other items of business on our agenda, we will adjourn at 11:45. Thank you for your time and patience.